Namaste. Today I am going to discuss one important topic from the chapter 3. The name of the chapter is Money and Banking, and today I will discuss the main important topic, that is commercial bank and the money creations. Now first we have to understand what is commercial bank. Commercial bank, here it is given, the definition I have given. So here see, commercial bank is a financial institution that accept deposit from the public and lend out this money as a loan to consumer and investor with an objective to earn profit. Because you see, bank accepting deposit from the public and giving loans, and during this process the rate of interest play an important role. The rate of interest offered by the bank to deposits holder is called the borrowing rate, and the rate at which banks lend out their reserve to investors is called the lending rate. So first we have understand what is commercial bank. Now let's see what are the functions of commercial bank. So if we see the functions of commercial bank, the first function is accepting deposit. The commercial bank accepting deposit, and there are three type of actually deposit form we can see. One is demand deposits, which is also known as current deposit. Second one is called saving deposit. Third one is called fixed or time deposit, and fourth one is called recurring deposit. First we have to understand what is demand deposit. These deposits are repayable by the banks on demand through the means of check. Banks impose service charge on this deposit only, and the rate of interest on this demand deposit is very less, or we can say that no rate of interest. And if we see call the saving deposit means first a person can open a saving deposit account by depositing a small sum of money, and he can withdraw money from the account and make additional deposit at will, but there are certain restriction on number of withdrawals. And fixed deposit, what? A fixed deposit is a repayable after the expiry of the specific period, and which may range from 6 months to 5 years. Means when a depositor will deposit money in the bank for a fixed period, and after the maturity of the period you can withdraw the money. And in this case, in the fixed deposit, the rate of interest is high than the other deposit, that is demand deposit and saving deposit. And now see the last deposit. The last deposit is called recurring deposit. Recurring deposit means the aim of recurring deposit is to inculcate the habit of regular saving by the people. Means a person can deposit a fixed amount, say suppose 500 per month, for a fixed period, and the amount together with interest is paid on maturity. And if we see, the rate of interest is higher than what is offered on saving deposit. So recurring deposit in that case is very good. So first here we have discussed what is accepting deposit, the function. In the accepting deposit there are 4 types of deposit we can see. Now see the next function. Here see the next function. Next function is called the lending money. Means the money collected by the commercial banks in the form of various deposit is lended to businessmen, farmers and others. And lending money may take the form of one, suppose overdraft. Overdraft means Under this arrangement, a customer having a current account is allowed to withdraw more than what he has deposited. Interest is charged on the amount actually and overdrawn during the period. And cash credit means, under this arrangement, the banks advances cash loan up to a specific limit against current assets and other securities. Means that person who want to take loan, against the loan he must have produce some assets and other securities during the process of loan, and against that security he will get the cash credit. And what is the loans and advances? A loan is a lump sum advance repayable on the expiry of the specified period. It may be secured or unsecured. Interest is charged on the whole amount sanctioned. The bank may allow the borrower to repay the loan in a lump sum or in a installment process. That is called the loans and advancement. And then what is discounting of bills of exchange? Under this system, a customer can get the amount of a bill receivable from the bank before the date of maturity. The bank deducts discount charges from the gross amount, and on the date of maturity the bank gets the amount from the acceptor of the bill. So in this way, the commercial bank playing functions, that is, first one is the accepting deposit and second one is the lending money. So lending money actually the bank provides in this way. Now the important functions or important activity of the commercial bank is credit creation or money creation. This is most important activity of the commercial bank. So first we have to understand what is money creation. Money creation or credit creation is an important functions of commercial bank. It means creation of bank deposit or increase in bank deposit. How bank will increase the deposit? Only through the process of money creation. And money creation or commercial banks are able to create credit. Here one example is given. You see, the credit creation is an important function of a commercial bank, and by creating credit, commercial bank contribute to money supply in the economy. How commercial bank create credit? Credit creation capacity of the commercial bank depends on their cash reserve and the legal reserve ratio. Means whatever the money is deposited by the public in the commercial bank, the whole deposited money is not kept within themselves. They use that money, the given money to the public as a loan. But here one thing is important, that from the deposited money, a certain amount of money the commercial bank need to keep in the central bank. Suppose from the 100 rupees, 10%, suppose 10 rupees they need to give as a cash to the central bank, means reserve bank. And other from the 90 rupees, again 10%, suppose 10 rupees they need to keep within themselves, Only 80 rupees from the 100 they can give as a loan to the public. So here when the 80 rupees is given to the public as a loan, then again he will deposit that money in the bank. How he will deposit? Suppose a person A taking money from the bank as a loan, and suppose he given to the person B, and B also suppose keeping that money in the bank. So then in this way what happened? The money is created. So here one example is given. Credit creation occurs in the form of initial deposit and legal reserve of the commercial bank. is called credit create or multiplier. It is also estimated as the reciprocal of RR, legal reserve ratio. So here see credit multiplier equal 1 by LRR. Suppose the legal reserve ratio is 10%. If commercial bank receives initial deposit is 100, means 1000, the total credit creation in the economy will be, you see, 10,000. How? Initial deposit is how much? 1000. Legal reserve ratio is how much? 10%. So in this way, if we calculate this, then we get the 10,000 rupees. So commercial bank, actually it is very important to create credit, because commercial bank able to create credit only from the deposited money. How? By keeping the legal reserve ratio and cash reserve ratio to the commercial central bank, and whatever is left from that, they can create money by giving the loan to the public. And this is the process of credit creation or money creation of the commercial bank. So I think you have understood. So in the next video we will discuss about the central bank.